Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. It's Monday morning. Been working all weekend. Yes, I've been working all weekend. In response to some comments where people are telling me to get a job, I have a job. I work really hard. Tracy has a job. She works really hard. To put it in perspective, I was gigging Friday night. Had to drive an hour to get to the gig, hour to get to the back from the gig. So I was driving back at 1 o'clock in the morning. Up early on Saturday, did another gig Saturday night. That was a 3-set gig. Back at midnight. Up early on the Sunday, which was yesterday, and last night to do a 3-hour gig. Back at about midnight. I'm absolutely knackered. If any of you guys are musicians and gigging musicians, especially at my age, I'm nearly 50 now. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. It absolutely does me in. But I'm not complaining. I'm grateful for the work, and that's what I do for a job. Now it's Monday morning. I've got lots of things to do. Tracy's gone off to work, so I was in bed last night at 12. We got up at 6 this morning. So what I've got to do is I've got to get this van sorted out, get it all clean and tidy. It's now 20 past 7, and I've got some problems with my car, so I'm going to go off and get that sorted out, which brings me on to the topic of this video a little bit, which is helping each other out. I think it's important that people help each other out. I think it's a lost thing a lot of the time. People don't want to help each other out. People walk with their heads down. They go through life with their heads down, basically. I'm very, very fortunate that I've got some people in my life that I can lean on when I need to. For instance, today my car, it's got a leaking power steering, and it's got a leaking brake line as well, which is both dangerous. But I've got a friend who I can lean on, who's going to help me sort that out today. And he's already helped me sort out things on this van and on my car in the past. And in return, I expect him to lean on me as well, which happens. He helps me, I help him, and it's a win-win situation all round. Everybody's happy, everybody saves money. So again, this is real van life, or real life, if you like, despite the fact that I'm absolutely cream crackered and I could do with just, I don't know, staying here in this lovely park up and lying on the sofa and watching YouTube videos and sipping wine or something. I can't do that, but that's fine. So I've got a lot of driving to do. Tracy's had to drive like 2 hours to get to work today, which is a long way. I'm going to try and meet her later so she doesn't have to drive too far back, and then possibly I'll take her to work the following day. But obviously today is all about getting the car sorted out, because it's dangerous and I do use it, and I do put my granddaughter in it. So I'm really, really anxious to get those two things sorted out before something really bad happens. So let's get on with that. So while I'm just sipping my coffee, I'm just going to tell you a quick story about the diesel heater and what happened the other day. It might be helpful for some of you, might not. I should have filmed it, but I was running around panicking too much to even think about getting the camera out. So my eye was off the ball, which is unusual for me, and the diesel heater ran out of diesel. But it was late at night, we were just about to go to bed, and I was like, oh crap, we've run out of diesel. E8 error come up, looked at the tank, and it was empty, or near empty. I was like, okay, so don't worry, I'll go to bed, we'll sort it out tomorrow. So I went down, got some diesel, as you do, come back, put the diesel in. Didn't try the diesel heater. Maybe I should have tried just igniting it first, but I thought, well, there's bound to be air in there, or, you know, we need to get some fuel back into the diesel heater. So I primed the pump. Maybe I primed it too long, I don't know. Anyway, starts up, it starts up fine. Smelt a bit, I was like, yeah, well, it did shut itself off, it shouldn't have done. It didn't go through its shutdown procedure, you know, because it ran out of fuel and just cut off. Anyway, so I would start to drive down the road, because I had to go run some errands, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and there is smoke pouring out of the diesel heater. So the road is just covered in smoke. I was like, oh, quickly pulled over, ran back to the van. Tracy's in the van. I'm like, oh. She's like, what? And I'm like, oh. Anyway, and the van was filling up with smoke. It was everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Anyway, so I didn't panic too much. I didn't like, turn it off, turn it off. I was like, right, let's have a look at this. So, and I noticed there was diesel or something, liquid, dripping out of the exhaust a little bit. I was like, well, that's, you know, stick finger in it. It's not water, it's not condensation, it was diesel. Only a little bit, not a lot. So it's like unburnt fuel in the the exhaust pipe. Probably because I flooded it. Anyway, and I thought, oh no, I've broken the diesel heater. Anyway, if this does happen to you, it doesn't necessarily mean the diesel heater is broken. It's been working fine. This was 3 days ago, and it's been on pretty much solid for 3 days now. It's been absolutely fine. What I did is I just whopped it up full blast, number 6 on mine, really blasted it through, which immediately cut down the smoke. It was still pushing smoke out, but it did cut it down. And then after about 10 minutes, it was pretty much gone. And then after like half an hour or so, there was nothing at all. Turned it back down. Everything's been fine since. Nothing dripping out of the exhaust. So, if that happens to you, hopefully that's helpful. Being a professional YouTuber, that I am not, I should have whipped a camera out. I think most YouTubers would have, because it was some sight to see. You wouldn't believe the amount of smoke that was coming out of that. Like somebody had let a smoke bomb off. It was everywhere. But anyway, it's fine now. So, if that does happen to you, don't necessarily panic. You might be okay. Alright. And on that note, actually, it has occurred to me, I was having problems with my diesel heater. I don't know if any of you remember. If you've seen past videos, you'll see me moaning about my diesel heater not firing up. E6 error, take a lot of attempts to fire up. And somebody in the comments suggested that you should put it on full blast every now and again. He said once a month, like for about 20 minutes. And I was doing that, and it was getting better. It's still doing it occasionally. But since that incident, it hasn't failed to start up. So I don't know whether that's like cleared it out and burnt up. Yeah, because they do get clogged up if they're on low heat all the time. So it's another thing to consider if you're having problems with the diesel here. Do turn them up and let them blast through every now and again. Maybe once a month for about 20 minutes, just to clear them out. It does them the world of good, it seems. Here's the power steering. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's below minimum. So I've got a little bit of fluid. Top that up and I'll pick up some more. Brake fluid is only going down a little bit. That was full on Friday. I filled it up to the max line. I've done about 300 miles or so. It's dropped that much, so that needs looking at also, doesn't it? Yeah. 2 hours later, car's all fixed. Thank you very much. You know who you are, you legend. I'll be going back there in a couple of days to help him with his roof. He's got a leak on his roof on his motorhome, so I'll be helping him do that. So like I said, help each other out. I mean, it's saved me money, saved me hassle. It's going to save him money, save him hassle. Everyone's happy. Brilliant, right? Why not? So the more we can help each other, the better it is for everyone. And even if, like, for instance, you're walking down the road and you catch the eye of another van lifer, maybe they're lonely, maybe they just want to have a conversation, say hello. You know, if they don't want to talk to you, they won't talk to you. It's little things that go a long way. Right, I'm going to drive off to the next park up. It's now about lunchtime, so it's a good time to go. It's a good long trek though. I am knackered as well. I need to get some sleep, but I'm going to get some water on the way and then get to the next park up, and then maybe I can rest for the rest of the day, which would be lovely. Alright, you beautiful people, I'm now at the park up and just sat here chilling out, editing this video as it goes. Another thing I wanted to add to this video is that it's our dream, the guy that you just see fixing my car, as well as Tracy and other people we know, to one day perhaps have a piece of land that we could set up a workshop where we could work on vans, help people out if we can, that kind of thing. So we are on the lookout for something suitable that we could possibly rent. So if anybody knows of anything around East Sussex, West Sussex, maybe even Hampshire, I don't know, like a little corner of a farm, something like that, that would possibly have an outbuilding, doesn't necessarily have to have power, because we have power banks and our vans have power. Somewhere if we want to work on our own vans, we can go in and we can work on our own vans, work on each other's vans, maybe even renovate and take on another project. And if people have problems with their vans, we can help them out and save people some money, whatever, we can do that as well. But, you know, it's hard to find that kind of thing. So I'm going to leave the video there. Don't forget to help each other. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. God bless you. And after I've had a good sleep, I won't look like this. See you in the next one.